not. Come on, fix up that bed.
Oh, can't I wait until after I've had breakfast?
I thought I recognised that voice.
Helen!
Ta-da! None other.
What do you want?
Absolutely nothing. Me and Carrie's friends from way back, that's all. Mind if I give her a hand with a bunk? So listen already. I get out of here myself in a few days. Maybe we get together for protection.
Oh, you're amazing. Hey, guys, I've got new company.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, good day. Come back for a bit
Welcome
of a holiday.
home.
Yeah,
come on.
guys. Oh, Smart.
Oh, morning, Mrs. Jackson.
You know your detail?
Yes, I was going to deliver the meals.
Right. Everybody else move on down to the laundry.
Oh, no, forget it, Helen.
Oh, what's the matter? You don't trust me?
Well, is there any reason why I should?
Is there any reason why you shouldn't?
I reckon you'll have to be, because she's the only one who can get into that area.
And don't forget, Madam Schmidt, they're letting me out of here tomorrow. No problems for me to get in touch with Kevin. Pass on the information to Doreen.
All right, so you can get in touch with Kevin when you get out. But how are you going to get a message through to Doreen first?
You write a note. Let me worry about getting it to you.
Okay? But you get this, and you get it good. You foul things up, and you've had it.
That's enough, you two.
Ah, Mrs. Jackson, I didn't see you there.
Obviously.
Hi, Doreen.
No talking, Smart.
Oh, now look what you made me do.
I made you do.
Yes, you got me in a dither with all that talk about getting myself into hot water. Oh, thank God I'll be out of here tomorrow. Get out of this place and talk to some civilised people.
Well, never mind about that. Just clean up the mess and get back to the dining room for another tray.
Oh, yes, and Mrs. Jackson. There we are, Miss Jackson, all cleaned up. Well, the big bits anyway. You want me to get a mop?
No, thank you. Sorry about your lunch, Doreen. We'll be back in a minute.
The question is, did she manage to get Doreen's note
Hi,
out?
gang.
Well, what kept you?
Sorry about that. I had a bit of a mop-up
Did
job
you
to
get
do in
the
Doreen's
note?
cell. Yep, and I got a reply.
What's it saying?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Smart,
Yes, Mr. Fletcher?
get your things. Your release has come through.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Fletcher. Y'all hear that, girls? I'm off. Well, anybody want me to pass on any messages to the old folks?
Knock it off, Smart. You know that's against the rules.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Fletcher. I didn't mean anything like letters or notes or stuff like that. I just meant simple things like hellos, happy birthdays. You know, simple things that
Come
I
on,
could
Smart.
memorize. I mean, that'd be all right, wouldn't it, Mr. Fletcher?
Let's have the bag, Smart.
You going home today, Helen?
Yep.
I'll get you to sign for these after you've checked them.
You mind if I take these and put a face on? You never know who might be there to meet me.
All right, make it snappy. And don't forget there'll be a body search before you leave.
Oh, you gonna do the honors, Mr. Fletcher?
Don't get smart. Now move it. Come on.
Oh, that's so much better. Have you checked that for contraband?
Without you present. Now take a seat and I'll do that now. Then you'd undergo the body search, and after that, you're free to go.
Do you remember that John? He used to read poetry the whole time.
Oh, him. Oh, no, he used to have to lie there starkers, pretending to be carried away by his poetry.
Oh, they're mad. They're all bloody mad.
No. Here's men. The most selfish, conceited mongrels in the world.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, look, take David Austin for example.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't want to.
No, take him. No, he was the first person to show interest in me. I mean, real interest, you know? And you know what he wanted?
Of course I do.
Sex!
That's what they're all after.
Wrong. No, it's wrong. All he wanted was his percentage. You know? Like he was my pimp of the art world. Mr. 10%.
Go on.
And I was fool enough to be carried away by it.
Oh, forget them all is what I say.
Forget them all. And up, bloody David Austin.
And up, bloody David Austin.
Hello, darling. Oh, it's so wonderful to be back.
G'day, Smart. What is it this time?
As usual.
Oh, I'd forgotten how big and strong you are.
Knock it off. Thank you. Stand on that white line, please.
Oh, and you're so masterful. And you take such a cute photo. Have you got a spare one for me to put under my pillow?
Your name is Helen Pamela Smart, is that correct?
C'est moi, mon chéri.
You've been sentenced to 10 days imprisonment for failure to pay a fine for soliciting.
I never thought I would miss this place. I was right.
Put your bag on the desk, please. Jewelry. Why didn't you pay your fine?
Oh, la la, too busy. I was, how you say, in bed.
Wouldn't a few days' rest be better than 10 days in here?
Oh, is this where everybody is happy? I get a compulsory holiday. The cops look like they do their job. I get to say hello to the girls. And my little pimp, he gets to miss me.
Got it all worked out, haven't you, Smart?
Johnny bought me the earrings the last time I got out.
All right. Just check that list. Sign for it, please. I'll get one of the female officers to come and search you.
Oh, you can do it yourself if you like.
No, thanks.
Oh, don't forget, Monsieur Fletcher, special discounts for prison officers.
If you hurry, you'll be in time for tea. After your shower, go straight to the dining room.
Can I ask a favor?
What is it, Smart?
The search. Anyone but Vera Bennett, okay?
Go on, get moving.
Good. It's the queen of the banging brigade.
Ah, all the rub finished?
No, you had to like it's still on.
Well, I'll move it along, Smart.
I'll be right with you.
She'll liven things up.
Okay, you guys. Who's the smart bugger?
Oh, no, not you two. How much?
$10. I'm in the slammer 5 minutes and I'm cleaned out. And I've worked bloody miracles to get that past the screws. Well, the whole thing sounds pretty far-fetched to me.
Just be thankful you're getting your money back at all.
Oh, I am. Don't worry about that. And I don't give a damn where it came from either. But it seems to me you are getting off pretty lightly.
And I am getting pretty sick and tired of this. How many times do you have to be told?
God, this gets on your nerves, doesn't it? Same thing day in, day out.
Yeah, it's a bit monotonous.
Driving me crackers.
Mail call.
Not before time. We should have had it this morning.
We can't do everything at once, Smart.
We just want those plans, the money, the truck, and the licenses.
Don't worry. They'll be there.
Get Smart's property, would you?
Oh, geez, you're not here to book me already, are you? I'm not at the door yet.
It won't be long, Smart.
Right, what are we waiting for?
There's no hurry. Like the officer says, you'll be back soon enough. Back already, Smart. What happened? Are you working the streets during the day now?
I haven't been arrested. I came back to get something that was pinched.
Who stole it?
One of you screws. A cigarette case. I had it when I came in, and now it's gone.
You signed for everything when you left.
Yeah, well, I didn't check the list, did I?
Would you get Smart's property list, please?
Oh, g'day, Anne.
No talking, Griffin.
She been arrested again?
No, she's accusing us of stealing some of her property. Come along, Griffin. There's no cigarette case listed here.
Well, I had it.
It's not on the list when you signed in, and it's not on the list when you signed out. Obviously, you lost it somewhere else. I suggest you call the police. I'll escort Smart off the premises. Now, come on.
I got a little job, Weasel. Thought you could help me out. Ooh. Careful, we don't want to burn those talented fingers of yours, do we?
What do you want?
Driver's licenses.
$100 apiece.
Oh, I don't think so, Weasel. This job you're going to do out of the goodness of your heart.
Get nicked.
Because if you don't, I'll be forced to tell the cops about the passport you were working on for Judy Bryant.
Never heard of her.
Oh, and I suppose you've never heard of the $500 she paid you for services not rendered.
Prove it.
Oh, I'll leave that for the pigs. Now, the way I see it, you're still ahead, so you're not being too badly done by. The names and information I want on those licenses.
$3,000.
Yeah, I want to buy a truck, you see. Or a car. I don't know. I'm just sick of catching trams.
Well, you could give you a bank check.
Oh, gee, thanks. The cash will be real good.
How do you want it, Mrs. Burns?
Let's see. I think 50s and 20s would be okay. Hey, Weasel.
Yeah, it's you.
Yep. You got something for me?
I don't think so.
Of course you do. 4 funny driving licenses in return for 1 Yankee passport you conned out of a mate of mine. Now do I have to go through all that again?
I think you'd better come and see my business partner.
What, Lefty Lonigan? I'd rather talk to the cops than him.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. But Lefty likes to deal with all our awkward clients.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. You see, I don't like talking to the cops anyway. But I have to send my business partner around to talk to Lefty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you may know him. Johnny Hinton. Or I may send Harry Bark around to have a little chat also. That's better. You're such a character, Weasel. You're always going to have your little jokes, haven't you? Not bad.
They cost me.
Oh, I'm sure they did. But you would have made a few bob flogging off that passport, wouldn't you? Anyway, you just call it protection money. See ya.
Can I help you?
Oh, I hope so. You see, I've just got this job with this architect, and he told me to come down here and get some plans for some stormwater drains. But the trouble is, I don't even know what a stormwater drain looks like. And I told him I was experienced.
I see. Well, what area are you looking for?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, you must have an address.
Yeah, but I left it at the office. But it's near the Wentworth Detention Centre. Love, honey, I don't mind. I'm a pro.
Oh.
Shock you?
Nah, I knew a pro once. She was great. She helped me when I was on the run.
See, all the stories they tell you are true.
Stories?
You see before you a bad, bad girl with a heart of gold. Will she ever find the love of a good man? You're funny. As long as the men don't think so.
You're beautiful. Thanks, Helen.
Oh, that's me. Heavenly Helen. Hospitality's something I'm good at. I get plenty of practice.
I bet you're good at your job.
Thank you. Oh, bonjour, Madame Pau. Do you have my old room ready?
Well, it's no surprise to see you back, Smart.
Did you miss me?
That's enough. Let's get on with it.
Oh, I am so injured. Is that any way to treat an old friend?
Another stupid escape. You're always going to be found and brought back.
I'm fine.
Well, we'll see about that. You'll be checked over by the sister.
I'm going off to have a nice little warm shower. Oh, the luxury of it all, eh? I see you when I'm nice and clean, eh, kitty? Yeah. See you, Helen.
Come on, let's go.
You'll be okay. And don't worry. I've always found things are never as bad as you think they're gonna be.
All right, Smart, that's enough chat. Let's go.
God, this place has gone to the dogs. Don't I get my nails done and my hair set?
I haven't got all day.
Well, I'm fortunate that I can rely on my natural beauty.
Right, there you are now.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Now listen, girls, I still think it would have been better to hold our reunion at Maxime's. The food here is terrible. Next time I pick the place, okay?
Oh, you're still as crazy as ever.
Well, thank you. You'll be peculiar too.
Oh, but you're just what we all need, love, a good laugh.
All right, ladies, you've had your hellos, now back to work.
You in charge?
No, only till B gets back. It's not a job I like much. What are you in for?
Oh, same old thing. Only this time I was a real mug.
What happened?
Well, I didn't need to do it. I have become a lady executive. Well, a woman executive anyway. I got my own business.
Call your own business? What's it called?
What's it called? It's called Smart's Catering Services.
Oh, that sounds great.
Anyway, I don't need to work anymore. But I met this bloke who was handsome and debonair, and I went, what the heck, for him I'll do a trick. Well, and he turned out to be a handsome, debonair policeman. There I was, extending the warm arm of friendship, and there he was, extending the strong arm of the law.
Oh, never mind, love. You won't be here for long anyway.
How does your business work? I mean, what do you do?
We supply whatever people want for the occasion.
Oh, I didn't even know you could cook.
Come on, Lizzie, use your head.
Oh, that's so
Yeah. We cater for all tastes.
Smart, would you come with me? You're on cleaning duties.
Hey, Suze, see if you can write something about home cures for housemates' needs.
It would be if he was still here.
Why, Lizzie Birdsworth, I thought you were past fancying fellas. Must be a good saw.
He is. But that's got nothing to do with it.
Well, just my luck to be in here after he's gone.
You realize you could have lost that paper for us permanently?
Oh, hang on. What are you jumping on her for, eh? You didn't lose the paper, did you? And it looks like this bloke, he's a-coming back.
Yeah, well, I thought I was being a bit clever.
Okay.
So who is this guy, Paul Newman?
No, he's just a really nice guy.
Oh, I better practice up on my Lois Lane girl reporter routine. I want to make a good impression. Tell me, madam, what is a sophisticated woman of the world like yourself doing in a dump like this? Stop, don't answer that. I think I'm too young to hear about it. Now, who would make a good subject for my interview? No. Woman of mystery, the doctor.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about her, love. She could be dangerous, that one.
You're forgetting about my devastating charm.
Someone ought to do her. But it looks like no one around here's got the guts.
It's not guts that's needed here, my dear. It's finesse, and that I've got plenty of.
Brian, you'll probably be moving into a cell with Smart tomorrow.
Oh, I don't mind.
I was getting so lonely.
You can think about fixing up yesterday's mistakes.
Yeah, but not too well, though, ladies, because Lizzie wants to make sure she gets her boyfriend back.
All right, ladies. Peterson, Smart, Gaffney, you too, Thomas. Down to the loading bay. There's a paper delivery.
Oh, yeah, but no, I'm an artist now, a writer. G'day, B. How you been, eh?
Well. Nice to see a friendly face.
Ah, likewise.
Oh, I do like sharing with you, even if it's only for a couple of days.
Oh, well, a couple of days is all I need to get my back together again.
I asked what you were writing.
Oh, just an article about the prison roundabout. You know, the old revolving door game.
My special subject. Out again, in again.
Well, I must admit that you've been in and out of this place more than anyone else I know.
Just passing through, honey.
You're a bit of a weirdo, you know that. It's just that most women that come back in here, they come back because they're caught up in a vicious circle.
Oh, well, that's me, a fallen woman.
Yeah, but you never let it get to you. I mean, you've never lost your sense of humor.
My secret of success.
But you still keep coming back.
In a couple of years, I retire in my own home, and I don't have to depend on anyone. Doing time's just an occupational hazard.
Oh, it's a hell of a way to earn a living.
It's not for everyone.
I mean, look at Susie.
Oh, would be difficult in this light. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was just thinking that if Susie could take it or leave it like you could, she would have been out of here on her 18th birthday.
Yeah, but Susie's got a reason for doing stupid things. She's young, and she's pretty, and I think I hate her.
You know, looking for her mother for 7 years, she's probably been over the walls of most of the institutions in the country.
She's just a kid. 3 months must seem like a lifetime to her. I remember when I was young, I couldn't accept a lot of things. And here we both are. Confucius said, for every problem, there is a solution. You reckon?
What you need to do is make some extra money on the side.
Oh, you like pretty girl? Very clean, very clean.
It's enough of that smart.
I'm going to buy her a grass skirt, will you? Come on, we'll never get away with it. Yeah, maybe, but it's going to cost, isn't it?
What about the bookies bank?
No way, not for that.
Think of it. A male stripper here in Wentworth. Gee.
Hey, this bloke, does he do it for free? No, not for free, but if I had to talk to him, he'd do it for $20.
Oh, look, wait till I get my hands on it.
Yeah, but you've got to get your hands on $20 first, right?
Yeah, well, we could ask Dave how to take it out of our wages.
Oh, I love it. Can you picture it? Please, Mrs. Davidson, we'd like to hire this spunky stripper.
Oh, yeah, all right, so it wasn't such a great idea. I knew that.
I'm sorry, Dorian. It's just the thought of old Davo's face.
Let's just save the paper first, then we'll worry about your boyfriend later.
He's not me boyfriend.
Oh, come on, Lizzie, you can tell her.
Oh, bugger off.
Come on, ladies. Some of us want to get some sleep tonight.
Oh, is that an offer?
And I'll arrange for you to have an extra tin of ham for the sandwiches.
Oh, that's very good of you, Mrs. Davidson.
Bugger it. She knows that I've fixed it to get him back in. Now I won't have a chance of seeing him at all.
That won't be the only thing you don't get a chance to see.
The stripper.
You can be sure old Davo won't be phoning the chappie I had in mind.
Bum, 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 bum.
Come on, we'll never get away with it.
Why not? I cancel Davo's messenger boy and I substitute my own.
Yeah, but a male stripper in this place, come on, that's a crazy idea.
And that's exactly why it should work.
Oh, God, can you just see Bee's face?
I can, but can you imagine the screws faces?
Oh, honey, I wish you could be here.
Ah, well, you can't have us both.
Oh, you reckon this bed'll stand the three of us?
Ah, hush your mouth, Lizzie.
Look.
I love you.
Yeah, truly, truly, dear.
Have a good time tonight.
Bugger it.
I'm sorry, but I know Mrs. Davidson won't allow you to send this.
Oh, come on, it's a letter to a mate.
Helen Smart. I bloody knew it.
I know that, but the reason you're here is so that no one knows where you are. It's for your own protection.
Who says so? Bloody cops?
Yes, it's a police request.
Bloody typical. Oh, come on, Mrs. Morris. You know me, you know the others. Nobody's going to bash me up on a dark night. Thank God this is the last I'll be seeing of this place for a while.
You seem pretty confident.
What do you reckon? They can't make this charge stick. Magistrate will throw it out of court.
Well, let's hope so, for all our sakes.
You can bet on it. I'll see you, Mrs. Morris.
Good luck.
Yeah, but not much of a crusade, is it? I reckon once the press is running hot, you should keep it that way.
Well, if it's hot stuff you want, honey, here I am.
Oh, and what are you doing back here? I thought the beak was going to let you off.
Yeah, well, that, me old mate, is a long, sad story. There I was, quietly minding my own business when the D's come knocking on the door, acting on a tip-off. Well, what can you do? They found half a kilo of hash in my linen cupboard, or so they said.
So who set you up?
Haven't a clue.
Could have been the cops.
Well, I don't see why. I've always gotten along very well with the local constabulary. I give them a few bucks every year for their local Christmas fund, and they ring me if there's a bust on. I didn't even know the guy that booked me, Detective Sergeant Ryan. Can't imagine why he'd want to send me down. Now the mongrels landed me with 12 months.
What made you think you'd get off?
A misguided faith in human nature, Judy.
He's the guy with all those influential friends I was telling you about.
Was this Mandy Tart right about the call girl business?
Of course she is. And who do you think set it all up? Smart's Catering Services. That's who.
Well, how did Harry Stanfield fit in?
He's the one that persuaded me to set the business up in the first place. I used to send him an invoice for smoked salmon and cucumber sandwiches. And no, they don't give you a television in Solitary. And the only thing I read in the papers are the funnies.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Well, what's the point if it's only going to be read in here? I can go around and tell everyone myself.
It isn't, though. We have outside circulation, courtesy of Myra Desmond and the PRG.
Oh, terrific. Worldwide distribution. I can just see breakfast at the Palace.
Anything interesting in the paper today, Phil? No, Betty. Just an article about an old tart doing time in the colonies. Oh, how touching. I must send off a royal pardon before 11s.
Look, I know it may sound a bit old-fashioned, and I don't know what it's got to do with the kid, but I really love Doug.
Yeah, loved him to death.
Well, you can believe me or not, I don't care. I didn't enjoy killing my own husband.
Oh, I did.
Look, you better get out of here or I'll yell for help.
Oh, I wouldn't say that if I were you.
I wouldn't even think it.
We have a rule in here, kid. Nobody dobs anyone into the screws. You see, that's lagging.
And laggers don't last too long around here. Funny thing about the women in here, they really look after people they like. And nobody is better liked than Judy. Some pretty unpleasant things can happen to anyone who upsets a mate. Accidents happen.
Sometimes. Fatal accidents.
But I told you.
I'm sick of hearing you.
And, don't think you're going to be any safer on the outside. Because I've got a lot of connections out there, and believe me, life can be pretty scary for a working girl. We don't want to hurt you. So why don't you be sensible? For your own sake. Well, if I have to take up residence in this dump, I'm glad I'm sharing with you and not Margot.
Huh, that's a backhanded compliment. You know, it is funny. They put the two of us together and neither one of us are guilty of what we were busted for.
Poor little innocent lambs.
I wouldn't go that far.
What I'd give for breakfast in bed.
What I'd give for anything in bed.
Yeah.
Raisins?
Raisins are dried grapes, and they make wine from grapes, don't they?
Why didn't I think of that?
Here we go.
Lizzie, don't you think we should have measured them up? You just poured the whole lot in there.
I know what I'm doing.
You have no right to do this.
Don't be ridiculous. You know the score.
Yeah, screws one just
That's
as
enough.
naught.
See how you feel after a spell in solitary.
Solitary? What for?
For saying that man was your brother.
You said he was my brother, not me.
Look, don't bother. Just get moving.
I want to see the governor.
The governor isn't in the prison today. I'm in charge.
Well, you're not exactly seeing things my way, are you? I want to talk to somebody about this.
You will. You'll be up before the visiting justice very soon. Now, unless you want disobeying an officer added to your charges, I would start walking now.
You know damn well I am being denied my rights.
Are you going to walk to solitary, or do I have to bloody well drag you?
I want a solicitor.
You've seen a solicitor.
He refused to represent me. I'm entitled to a solicitor who will take some action.
Don't quote me your rights. Now, just do as you're told, and we'll see about your legal situation at a later date.
Can't you get it through your head? I shouldn't be here.
Oh, Mr. Faulkner, find anything on our reporter friend?
No, any personal effects.
Good, got to him in time. I wonder if you could help me, please. Miss Smart's refusing to go to solitary.
Come on.
I am entitled to some decent legal assistance, even in this dump.
This isn't the way to go about getting it.
Okay, I've tried reasoning. Just drag her.
I'm sick already. I'm sick of being in here on my own. Please let me see the governor. She's got to let me return to the other girls. I'm going crazy in here.
Come on, hurry up, Smart. This isn't a beauty parlour.
Probably just as well, Mrs. Powell. You'd never hold down the job.
Your time's up.
Right. Well, all finished. I think a girl should take time with herself, don't you? For her appearance, I mean. But then again, I guess there are times when nothing works.
Move it.
Come on, Bea, get out your pen and paper. You tell the world how this good girl's been done wrong.
Good girl. God, they're never going to believe that.
Not you, Smart. You're wanted.
Of course I am by hundreds of men, but I've got a feeling that's not what you're getting at.
You're already halfway to solitary. What's it going to be?
All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da! Stop the press!
What for?
Not that press unit, the printing press. I've got headline news.
What sort of news?
All right, Smart. You didn't have to run back here.
Had to tell them all about it. Tell us what?
Yeah, come on.
All right. Just tell them, hurry it up and then get back to work.
I'm getting out of here, and I reckon I'm well on the way to being cleared.
What, for real?
How did you manage that?
Ryan's being investigated by a special cop branch. The guy heading it up's a real decent sort of bloke.
A decent cop, that's got to be a new species.
I'm as good as bailed out, just as soon as Mrs. Powell puts in the application.
Caused enough disruption. Get back to work.
She's just jealous of my voluptuous body.
All right, just check all of that and then sign for it.
I trust you, Mrs. Powell. I'm sure you haven't pinched a thing.
No back chat. Just sign.
Don't you forget that if you ever want a job, you come up and see me. I'll put you in the bargain basement.
Don't be too clever, Smart. I don't think we've seen the last of each other. I'd say you'd be back, within the months.
And if I am, Mrs. Powell, at least it'll be for something that I did do, not some trumped-up charge. I don't mind a rest at the government's expense every now and again. I always say that a day on my feet is as good as a vacation.
Well, most of them are no sooner out than they're back in again.
I see what you mean.
Anyone remember me?
One scene never forgotten.
Oh, I'm not sure how to take that one, but because you're so pretty, I let it pass.
What do you want, Smart?
I bought some presents for the girls to thank them for helping me get out of here.
Okay, just leave them. We'll process them when we get time.
You come up and see me sometime. I give discounts to the young, pretty ones.
Thank you. On the white line. Thank you, ladies. Your name is Tina Lee Gibson, is that correct?
Yes.
You've been charged with soliciting for the purposes of prostitution and sentenced to 7 days imprisonment, is that correct?
Yes.
Your name is Helen Smart, is that correct?
Yes.
You have been charged with soliciting for the purposes of prostitution and sentenced to 7 days imprisonment, is that correct?
Yes, and we have a winner. Come on down. Now you have your choice of 2 weeks holiday on Devil's Island.
Smart.
Or a gift pack of King Cobras.
Calm down, Smart.
And you have a chance of starting this stint in solitary if you don't shut your mouth.
You won't hear a peep out of me. Okay, girls, use me. What am I on? Washing, drying, folding? Friends in high places, that's what I like.
Well, enjoy it while you can. My influence does not extend past that door.
Oh, you are much too modest.
And you are a con artist. Which reminds me to remind you about going to see Judy.
Don't worry. I feel a real bum for not having given her a hand earlier.
Yeah, well, fair warning. Don't come back in here until you have been to see her.
I am not coming back.
I'll put a reserved sign on your bed.
Oh. Oh. She was just helping me get ready.
Oh, a smart one, eh?
That's me. Smart by name, smart by nature.
Are you looking for a charge?
Shut up, Helen.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Just shut up, you two.
Well, there is no work for this girl tonight.
Well, this one's got to go to bed a few times before she can afford to sleep.
You young ones get all the fun.
And most of the convictions.
You want a taxi?
Only if you can afford me.
Go on with you. Go and earn yourself an honest dollar. And you keep in touch, okay?
Of course I will.
Bloody light bulb.
Okay. Okay, you missed it. Now you let me see that face. Just once. Let me look at that face before I smash it in. Come on!
On behalf of the department, I would like to thank Trudy and Jody.
Is it up here for another drink? You join me?
Oh, no thanks, Tom.
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, you know?
Okay, girls, this is a raid!
Mrs. Davidson, I better go now. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Right.
Thanks. Bye. Oh, you got a big mouth, you know that?
No. Careful how you speak to the poor people. What did Davo want?
Oh, nothing. Just rang to tell me that the department has approved me buying a new house.
Well, that's decent of them, seeing as though it's your money.
Oh, cut it out.
You're a good boy, Harry. I'll give you a few extras next time you're around. Okay, so on the house if you like. On the bed it'd be more comfortable. Okay, I'll see you in an hour. Now, you better make that 2. All right. Well, that, Judy, me love, is how you buy real estate.
What do you say?
He has the perfect house, and he'll show it to you if you can drag yourself away from here.
That's fantastic. Hey, how much?
You leave that for me to bargain with alone, if you catch my drift. It's your last chance, Harry. You show us a turkey tomorrow, so you get a dog on Friday night.
You got a delicate turn of phrase, girl.
I tell you what, with the money he wants to pay, it's a surprise that he didn't jump at the 85-year-old hooker.
He's always hanging around tarts like that.
Yeah, well, that's his job, isn't it?
Because you can't blame him for wanting to get rid of them.
Now, just a
2
minute.
less polluting the atmosphere, nearly 3.
Oh, you bitch.
Nobody's going to accuse me of murder.
Funny, I thought the cops already had.
One more word out of you, Smart, and
And you what?
We're not in Wentworth now, you know. You can't make us do a damn thing. Get out.
I haven't finished.
Yes, you have. Because if you don't go, I'm going to call the cops. And I think they'd be very interested to hear about you harassing 2 more women.
Put it there.
A female cat. We will have every Randy Tom surrounding the place.
Oh, lucky spaghetti.
Here, miss, shall we get tired of hoofing it around town?
And I'm not used to standing on my feet all day.
Here, let me help you again. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh.
I'll tell you one thing. Next time you want to do me a favor, don't. Oh, come on. Helen, what the hell are you doing here?
Plainclothes copper decided I needed a holiday out of the sun. Well, looks like your trading empire's crumbling around your ears.
Rack off. I'll take over the press.
Why'd you let her get away with that?
Never let it be said that I stood in the way of King Kong taking a starring role.
They're releasing me early?
I wish they were. Mr. Douglas and Mrs. Davidson want to see you as spokesman for the women.
Oh, well, it's no good me doing it. I'll be out of here in a couple of days. One of the other women better take it on.
Well, don't look at me. Me neither.
Somebody has to do it, and I don't particularly care who.
Well, I'm available.
Ah, well, on second thoughts, I better go. After all, it was me that they asked for. Well, I was thinking of asking the department if they'd mind me carrying on my trade while I was in here.
Well, you'd have one regular customer, old Ferguson.
Move it out.
I think I'll give it a miss.
Well, the way they've been treating us lately could be pheasant under glass and champagne.
It's more likely to be sausage and a cup of wheat tea.
Get moving.
You see, I was wondering if there might be a place in the department for my services.
Oh, I don't think so. You see, it's a rather specialised field.
So's mine.
I don't think so, really.
You see, I was thinking that seeing as though the department is trying to keep the prisoners happy, well, I'd return the compliment. I mean, it's not as if I'd be exactly a stranger, and you would be surprised at how many mutual friends we have in the department.
She's propositioning Douglas.
What? Come on.
Oh, hi, girls. Listen, would you mind putting the kettle on? We've got ourselves a very impressive visitor.
Oh, and some plates. I have brought a fruit cake full of brandy.
Oh.
We are going to chew a cherry and get tight.
Oh, no, it's got to be a dummy. They must have found it themselves! What have I done? Where's that money? Get out now! I'll kill you, you bitch! You hire me for torture me, you stinking bitch! Oh, God, Judy, what have I done?
And what's the matter, darling? Never seen a hooer before?
Come on, Smart, get back to your cell. Lights out in 5 minutes.
Oh, isn't it nice not to have to watch the clock? There's all these lovely officers around to do it for you.
Well, 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 what do we have here? Oh, Helen, I heard you were back. How are you? Lord, not bad, Lizzie.
But you haven't met Pixie. We met last night.
I'm a painted woman.
Oh, it's not just that. You're not even worried about the terrible sin you're committing.
Oh, but I am worried. I'm worried all the time. I mean, I wouldn't make any money unless it was in... Oh, God, you are awful. Oh, well, come on, girls. Let's be dull boys.
You.
Yeah.
Transfer from Barnhurst. Helen Smart.
Hello, Wentworth. Mrs. Morris, Wally.
What are you doing here?
Well, there was this screw, and to make a short story long, he wanted to and I didn't. So I sucked him one. I mean, a girl has to protect her virtue.
Oh, Helen! Hey! You old son of a gun, how are you? How are things down on the farm?
Oh, Barnhurst, all right for a visit. One will live there. Listen, Jude, tell me what's been happening around this joint. You the new top dog?
Oh, hey. Sorry. Your bloody fault. Read 'em clumsy in Barnhurst, don't they?
Oh, listen, you little bitch. If you think you can talk to me like that...
I do. You want to make something of
Cut it out. Hey, watch it!
I picked the wrong time to come down here.
For God's sake, stop it! Will you please stop it?
It's a setup, Helen. We've got to stop
It's a
it.
bit late. Get out of it!
You shouldn't be smoking whilst you're working, Smart.
Well, actually, I'm working while I'm smoking, Mrs. Smart.
Just put it on. Where's John's?
Gone to John?
What are you thinking?
Yeah, I can smell the rubber burning from here.
Oh, sorry. Stand aside, Smart.
Well, of course. And remember, I do have you booked for the Boston two-step. Yes. Okay, girls, break out the sparkling Rhinegold. I've arrived. What is it, my deodorant or something?
And next time, get your facts straight, fatso.
You heard what the lady said. Don't start anything, Hunt, especially not with me, or you'll come off a poor second.
Oh, come on. The girl's got a brain the size of a pea. She was bound to foul up sooner or later.
Have you ever thought of lacing up your mouth and renting out your head as a football? Come on, you're just feeling sorry for yourself.
Don't touch me. Just get out. Just get out and leave me alone.
Hey, you're crazy.
Just piss off.
I'm pissing off. Hello, hello, hello. I think I just saw the old light bulb light up, eh, J.D.?
You bet it did.
Give you Judy Bryant, where she spits grass, never grows. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hello, what are we...
Hey, you're having a party.
Hey, you didn't have to bring a chaperone, though.
I'm new.
Yeah, look at
Hey, where'd you get them?
Sally in maternity's given up.
You wouldn't want to sell one, would you?
How right you are, Hunt. Anyway, you should give up too. They're bad for you.
Oh, listen, who's talking? You've never got one out of your mouth.
That's right. That's why I can speak with experience. Evil things, these cigarettes. That's why I burn everyone I get my hands on. Hey, now we've got the piano, Mrs. M. When do we get the guitars and the drums?
When they changed the laws on noise pollution. Come on.
Besides, we've got a little treat for you. Cast the pillow.
What do you think you're doing, you stupid cows?
You
shouldn't have touched the pianola. It was mean and childish.
Woo! Mr. Dobson was a good friend to us.
Yeah. And you could have hurt him real bad, kicking his pills away like that, Reb.
And here's a little extra for you for breaking Bobby's Walkman. You nasty little bitch.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I don't know how that happened.
Here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm.
Now, come on, everybody. We need big breaths.
You speak for yourself, sweetie. Well, we all have our funny little fantasies, do you?
Yeah.
I'll get my fags.
Oh, you'd forget your head if it wasn't screwed on you, wouldn't you?
Oh, I love it when you talk dirty.
What's wrong? Ah! Oh, my God!
It bit me, Judy. The bloody thing bit me.
Listen, don't knock Bert. He's a doll. He always leaves a huge tip.
Don't be so disgusting.
And cough if you see the screw.
All right, but don't be too long. I don't want to miss me tea.
Oh, well, I'm sure I'll find something of interest in the library. You know, Dor, you should never judge a book by its cover.
Beauty, I've got my pliers in my back pocket.
Have you got more than pockets in them there trousers?
Always were a little cracker, Helen. Worth every dollar.
Someone's coming. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh. Another book lover, eh?
Oh, hi, Miss Ferguson. Yeah, reading really broadens the outlook. You should try it sometime.
Oh, really smart. Well, now let's just see how clever you are.
Thank you, Miss Ferguson. I don't think Smart needs to be told what serious trouble she's in.
Since Mr. Manning couldn't trace the culprit, you will have to take the brunt for everyone. So sue me. Look, I've said I'm sorry. It was a little gag. Maybe it was a bit childish.
A bit? That's the problem. You should know better than to behave like a juvenile. You'll be transferred to B Block. Maybe the company of older women will help you to grow up.
You can't do that for one silly little
Your mouth,
gag.
Smart. We've all had quite enough today.
I'm sorry, Smart, but you went too far. You can say goodbye to your friends. You'll be moved after lunch.
Well, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything.
She is not amused.
No, and neither was I. How'd you go?
Lousy with a capital R and a capital S.
Yeah, Miss Reynolds looks like a lady, but she sure packs a wallop.
You're not kidding. She's transferring me to B Block. Gonna be one of the geriatric brigade.
What do you know? Guess where we're installing the PA next?
Bird, you old bugger.
Smart! What the hell are you doing? Get to your cell. You've got packing to do, remember? And as for you, Mr. Gibbs, there's not much I can do to you, since you're a civilian. Quite frankly, I wouldn't dirty my hands on you. You are beneath contempt.
Gee, you're beautiful when you're angry, Miss Ferguson. All that meat and no potatoes. What a pity it was only a tape. So long.
It's okay, sweetie. Don't you take any notice. Look, I thought I was helping with the makeup and the hair.
It's not your fault, Helen. Why did I have to say anything?
Oh, no. You did the right thing. We've got to stand up for our own self-respect.